Hello, this is Sheriff Jeff Paden. Another episode of Signal 3-5 on patrol. Here with me is Aaron Carpenter. Aaron, you want to say hi?
Hello.
And then behind me is Steve, our camera guy. Steve.
Hello.
So Signal 3-5, just so you know that it's one of our codes that we radio out on it, and 3-5 means patrolling. So we're going to be patrolling in the area, and that's what that code means. So Aaron, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well,
Guernsey 36.
I'm from Cambridge. Not quite old as you.
I know you're not quite as old.
A few years younger. Born and raised here. Wife from New Concord, but basically in this area. We raised 3 kids here. We got 2 in college, 1 in 8th grade.
Yeah, so I've known you for a long time. I've known your dad longer. He ran around with my Uncle Bob and stuff like that. So I asked Aaron to be my second guest of this program, and he said he jumped all over it and said, yep, he'll do it.
Absolutely.
So let's see what we can get into. The guys were just on a call. I don't know if it's going to pan out to be anything. So we're going to head to Go-Mart in Old Washington. The guys are already on a call. It was a call of a 4 children coming out of they said a trailer at Go-Mart. Kind of suspicious, but we'll see what happens. And when they say trailer, I mean like tractor trailer.
Oh, you're talking 53-footer.
Yeah, that's what they said. So we'll see if that's actually the case or not. Sometimes these calls get a little bit, you just got to go check them out. Sometimes it's not as they seem. We already have units there. I'm seeing if they Steve, did you hear if they signaled out?
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay. So tonight, Aaron, we're going to be doing a lot of traffic stops. I think we got one of our drug dogs out, Canine Hoke.
36 Guernsey. What's the driver's name going to be? Daniel.
Well, I happen to know that guy.
I didn't want to say anything there, but
all right, he's reporting it, I guess.
Okay.
36. We do have that male on the phone if you want him transferred to you. Nick. Stand by.
So JP was my first guest. We didn't have a whole lot going on that night. So anyway, I was talking, we're going to have our...
If he's at the Bears Den, we're just going to make contact with him there.
I don't think this is going to be...
You're clear. He is hoping not to make a scene and embarrass his kids. They just wanted to see the back of his semi.
So, did you hear that?
Yeah.
What this is going to be is someone showing the kids the back of a semi, and somebody misconstrued it as maybe somebody kidnapping the kids and taking them out of the back of a semi. So, of course, you go and investigate all these calls, because that's what we do, and then hope you have great outcomes like this. So
yep.
That's what it is.
I think it's good that somebody stepped up and made the call.
Oh yeah.
Instead of not worrying about it.
36. He is still on the phone. What would you like me to tell him?
Yeah, it's, see something, say something kind of thing.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry in a situation like that involving the kids.
Just advise him to go outside to his vehicle and we'll make contact with him there.
Oh, hey, good. So let me get back to what I was talking about with Canine Hoke is going to be out with his handler, Sergeant Leggett. So we're going to be doing hopefully a lot of traffic stops. And,
okay.
Hopefully we're getting some drugs off the streets of Cambridge in Guernsey County.
Absolutely, I love it.
Yeah, me
Appreciate
too.
all you guys do with that, and
that's
love the billboards and things you used to see and the videos, and
there'll be more.
That's good.
Yeah,
we
just want
36. Daniel's gonna be in a black pickup at the end of the driveway at the Bears Den.
We just want people to know if they come into Guernsey County that we're not going to be afraid of them. We're going to go after them.
It seems to be it's a problem that's taken over everything.
It has. Unfortunately, my jail, I would say the population 95 to 98% is because of drugs and alcohol.
Wow.
So everything's done. A sober person wouldn't do some of the things that people do. So,
Right.
common sense. When you're intoxicated or on drugs,
Right.
do things that you're not supposed to do, and then you get caught. And then a lot of times I talk to these inmates, and they obviously regret doing what they did.
Right.
We got a rehab program we have in our jail now for people who want to take advantage of it, who are on narcotics
Good.
or alcohol. And it's a counseling. We got counseling for them, and ways for them to get their GED if they don't have their high school diploma. A lot of times that's a problem.
Right.
People don't have a job,
Right.
so they turn to drugs or they turn to stealing to
Right.
Uh,
supply.
Right.
just a bullet for you. I gave it to you a couple times.
Think you can sell and
Yep.
make a living that way, then you get a little too deep into it.
Yep. Yep. So we're gonna go. I'm going to go buy some homes that we've been paying attention to here lately.
Okay.
I'm not like giving anything away as far as our drug group, but
Good thing is we're not going towards my house, so
yeah, right.
Audra, if you're watching, we're off the radar.
Yeah, so you think. So no, I'm not going to actually say it's a drug house. I'm just going to, we'll cruise by areas and stuff like that we seem to have a lot of traffic at, because I don't want to offend anybody by someone watching this show and I go by their house. It's not the case. So your house is not the one that we're looking at, but I'm not going to give you the house that we're looking at either.
Right.
So.
You get some strange activities, it sparks some, triggers some things, and
exactly,
it draws eyes.
Sure does.
Yeah. So on a given night, how many cars do you have out?
Not enough.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, not enough. We don't have a whole lot on the road. I mean, I have 63 employees, but I run a jail, and
Right.
And then we have specialty places like we have 3 school resource officers, but they don't count for road until the summertime when there's no school.
Okay.
So, a very good night for us is 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so far the snow and the weather's holding off.
Oh, I know. Can you believe we're going to get more?
I know. I have to head to Columbus first thing in the morning. Some kind of.
Yeah, we're supposed to get it. We're supposed to get it through the night, right?
Yeah.
I'm hearing after 1 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd rather get it over and we get the roads cleared.
Yep.
Kirsten flies in from Missouri about 10 a.m., pick her up and head to a basketball tournament.
Oh, that's why you're heading to Columbus.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Tuesday morning was rough. I had her there about 5 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
that made getting to work a little rough.
No doubt.
I got there early though.
Good. How's she doing? She doing good?
Yeah, she's doing real good.
Good.
Yeah, she had spring break this week, and so did Tommy out in Missouri. So
Yeah.
went out and spent the week with him, and
Nice.
flies home tomorrow. And Garrett's got a couple games in New Albany, and
You doing like travel basketball?
AAU, yeah.
Okay.
like to think we're going to do pretty decent, but I'll let you know tomorrow.
Okay. I tell you, that basketball is a game of hot and cold.
It is.
I mean, I've played it for years, and that's why you got a team of 5. You just can't rely on one person to make all your buckets. Hopefully,
Right.
if that guy's off or girl's off, then the other team can pick them up. The other part of the team can pick them up.
It's kind of, I like to stay around team sports. That's why I'm not real good at golfing unless it's a scramble.
Right.
I need
Yeah.
somebody bail me out. My ball's in the woods.
Right. That's why they play best ball.
Yep. Let me put mine in the fairway beside yours.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't played serious since probably high school. And when I say serious, I mean I got a putter as a putter. So yeah. I'm decent. I was decent, but I wouldn't say I am anymore. You don't practice golf, man. You might as well forget it.
Yep, that's the problem. Garrett did middle school a couple years, 6th and 7th grade. So I actually got out about 6 or 7 times that summer, you know, just working with him and things. And I was like, man, you start hitting a little better.
Oh, yeah. And the driving range is where you got to go.
Yeah.
You got to work on your game. I worked on my game as I was playing 9 or 18, and it didn't work out too well.
I break them out for about 2 scrambles a year.
I have to say, I probably, as a kid, as a teenager, I lost my temper once or twice.
Oh, yeah.
I might have put a club in the woods.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty discouraging when you got a 12-year-old beating you.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Or it's like, yeah, I'm glad, you know?
Yeah, there's 2 sides of that.
Yeah. I used to play my boy in basketball one-on-one, and never, ever, ever would I let him beat me. Until one day he beat me, and he earned it. And then he could say he earned it.
Yep. It's one thing Garrett and I don't do very often anymore. You know, when COVID kind of hit there early in 2020, that summer, we put a basketball hoop out in the neighbor's yard, and he beat me a few times there, and I was like, 36.
I know. Don't like to admit it. You like to say, hey, I mean, something happened. Let's do it again.
Yeah, the wind's blowing too far.
Exactly.
The male advised that his wife brought his children to beat him, and they wanted to see the back of the semi. I'm going to head back and talk to the caller.
Good.
That's clear. I didn't make contact with the caller.
Great outcome.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Free advice?
That's what you hope
We
every
made
call
contact
is.
with the
Yes,
caller.
exactly.
She was very upset about the situation.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Yeah, they're coming to a nice complete stop.
Yes, they seem to do that when we're behind them.
He's glad to see you take a left.
Yes.
Also, Guernsey, if you haven't done so, you can just make sure to update OSD as well.
Oh, they were looking for the car that went to the Bear's Den to go eat. That would be kind of weird, though.
Oh yeah, you see something like that
You're
happen.
going to need a report for that.
So, you know, human trafficking's big.
Oh yeah.
You know, and we got the 2 big interstates, and
Negative, not at this time.
people don't think it can happen around here, and it does. It does happen.
Yes. And it usually takes something to happen. People go, I never thought that would happen around here.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
I'll add in a couple notes to the call before we close it out.
Yeah, clear.
People need to realize everything. It's all here.
It is, you know, and I've mentioned this, and I'll probably mention it every episode, but it's a reference point for me. My brother works in Columbus, and
He's a big guy, isn't he?
yeah, he's the big guy.
Big muscle guy.
Yeah, Donnie. So he always tells me that, I mean, they have big city crime, so do we, but they have it in a large volume where we don't have it in a large volume, which I'm okay with that.
Right. We want to keep it that way.
Yes.
I'm sure Donnie can still do it to this day, but I can remember being younger and him just picking me above his head and just doing about 15 reps of me above his head.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he can still do it.
He can. He has 30 years in now.
Is that what? Wow.
Yeah, and then he's going to do another 8 and then retire. Whew. Yeah, it's a long time.
That is.
He had 5 at Washington County, which was Marietta
Okay.
Sheriff's Office there, and then he has 25 in Columbus PD. And then he's going to do another 8 with Columbus and then retire.
I ran into him a couple times in Columbus.
Yeah.
Not bad or anything.
No, it's not.
He was
what I
working
heard.
some detail with Polaris.
Right, he's too all the time.
You know, a couple Poison or Motley Crue concerts.
Oh yeah, I saw. We saw AC/DC and Journey there,
Oh yeah.
and I took the kids. I think Justin might have been 3 and Derek was 8.
Okay.
Justin fell asleep while the music was going on.
I don't know how that happens.
I used to play a lot of music. He used to fall asleep to music, so yeah, I don't know either.
We took the girls when they were younger to see the Jonas Brothers when they were, you know, hot as could be.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I mean, the music wasn't the loud; it was the frequency of the girls screaming.
Yeah.
And I've never witnessed any noise like that. And somehow Lainey slept through the concert.
Wow.
And there's no way. I don't know how it happened, but
Right. That's funny. Yeah. I think he fell asleep on Adrienne's lap for a while. Then she switched him over to me.
well, everything goes well. We've got we still got tickets for the Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, and Joan Jett.
Oh,
in
Joan
August.
Jett, yes.
It's been delayed since what, June of 20.
Yeah, right. And they're still holding the tickets
We're
out.
on our third date now.
So Joan Jett, Donnie and I, when I was 18 and he was 21, 22, right around there, we were security for Joan Jett when she played at Muskingum College.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also we were security for Diamond Rio when they played at Muskingum College.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was front row on the ropes singing every song with them.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't remember if I saw you there.
Were you there though, really?
I was.
Okay.
We had a double header, I want to say Malone or Walsh that day.
Yeah.
Then after the concert was over, Coach Maz, Ron Mazurowski.
Oh, what a great guy.
What a great guy, good guy.
Yeah.
He allowed me and a couple of the other guys to ride home with Dad, so we didn't have to stop and get dinner.
Yes.
And went straight back to New Concord, you know, and head up and actually I was the first one in the door, and they had a rope. It was real weird. I bet you I wasn't 3 foot from the stage. And Norma Jean Riley, I think they should just gave me the mic.
So yeah, I mean, we were right there. I mean, we went backstage. He signed her
Awesome.
T-shirts that said Diamond Rio Security on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is a stop sign now.
Yeah, the red ones.
Yeah, that they just put these in not too long ago. So we're gonna go to one of those places I was talking about. So anyway, Donnie and I had our shirt signed, and Adrienne was able to come back, and Mom got us the gig. Of course, Mom knew Ron real well.
Oh yeah.
Sharon Walker,
Yeah.
my mom.
Great lady.
Yeah.
My driver will be 691.
I worked a little security detail at the Steve Warner concert at the Civic Center
Oh yeah.
back in the early 90s, yeah.
Ah.
We're all 20 people came to it.
Hey, you're still security, right?
Yeah. Dad called, and I think he needed a couple guys come over when I was at Muskingum. He was like, hey, you bring a couple guys over, they want you to kind of just help with the crowd or whatever.
Yeah. That's cool.
We put on a good little show and got to talking, you know, with him a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, it's an area I come out to around Christmas time. It's usually a lot of Christmas lights and
Yeah,
inflatables.
right here, she used to have a ton of Christmas lights
Haven't been
on.
out for a couple of years. They don't do it anymore?
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
It seems to be a lot of people don't put lights up anymore.
I know.
And a lot of people make fun of me. I just turned mine off a couple weeks ago.
I noticed that, by the way.
Yeah, I like
You had people. I was actually, I think that's night. JP, Steve, was JP with us that night? We stopped the car going that way,
I'm not sure.
and she says, "Oh, she was going a little fast." She says, "Oh, I was just going to go over and look at the lights."
Oh, yeah,
and,
that's right. Yeah.
and that was your lights. So I was happy to see you had.
You know,
your
I like to
lights
see them with snow on them.
Yeah.
And we just don't get the snow.
up.
And
I know.
I turned them off, you know, whenever that was, and actually the wife was like, you should leave those on.
Gotcha.
So you don't like to use that backing camera as much?
Well, I'm not used to it. I'm old school.
Yeah.
Use my mirrors.
Yeah, well, that backing camera really helps out.
It does help out.
Aging yourself.
Yeah, I know I am. Yeah. I still use a map.
We've been talking about that. Maps and GPSs and you know, where are we without the GPS?
Boy, I tell you, it made my life a lot easier because I hated to travel because I had a tendency to get lost. But get the old map out. Now I got the GPS. Not lost in the county, but lost like going to
Right. Oh yeah.
vacation or whatnot.
Oh.
Well, I got lost in the county too. I can't lie.
office. Can you see if there's papers in the reports room for Tyler?
Hi, Serena.
Guernsey, I'm heading 2-5 right now. I can check it out.
That's clear. I'm also possibly going to have a report out at Ultra Care. I have her number if you want to call her.
Clear. 36 Guernsey. I have this papers in my cruiser.
So when you hear him say papers, we serve all the
They're in the
papers.
lobby.
We serve all the papers for the court.
That's fair. How do you know?
Okay.
Subpoenas, divorce papers, foreclosures. I mean, everything and anything from the court.
Okay.
On top of everything else the guys have to do.
Well, because they have a lot of free time.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and on top of that, we have CCWs going on right now, concealed carry, where people have to come in and get their permits. And then we do that also, so the guys are off the road doing that also.
Yeah, actually, just had mine renewed about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I totally believe in it. I think everybody should have one. If you're, obviously, if you're not a felon, you can't have one if you're a felon, but.
Yeah, and then about a month ago, with my, you rely on the GPS for everything. Your phone's, is your world.
Yep.
Garrett's got a basketball game in the evening. I'm trying to leave Coshocton, our Coshocton facility. I got to go back to South Zanesville. I got to go back up to another building. And I'm riding with a guy, and he didn't know at the time, but I left my cell phone in his truck.
Oh, no.
He drops me off in my car. I run to my office. I grab a few things. I head up to our Dare Avenue location. Get up there, I'm like, I don't have my phone. So I run clear back to South Zanesville. Can't find it. So now I can't call him. I don't know his number. It's in my phone.
You don't remember numbers anymore.
I don't know if that's even.
I memorized numbers.
Right. I don't know if that's where my phone was.
Yeah.
So luckily his wife works there and she hadn't left yet. So I run down and she tries to call and he doesn't answer. And she goes, okay. Well, I said, I called my daughter. She tracked my phone on her phone. Told me what corner 2 roads was on. I go, that's where they live.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome.
So she goes, all right, you're going to go down, 60 up along the river. You're going to take a right. You're going to do this. You're going to take a left. And I just started sweating. She's like, what? And I said, I can't follow directions. And when's the last time I haven't used a GPS?
Yeah, I know.
I was a sweating mess for 15 minutes. I mean, I luckily got to his house, but man, as soon as I got that phone, he goes, you know how to get out of here? And I said, hold on, I will here in a second. And I picked Cambridge in the phone and I got out of there, but hey,
I tell you, it is amazing how much, as much as it is for me, it's a curse, but it's also a great tool.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do everything on my phone, check my emails. I got about 2,000 contacts in my phone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, get a hold of people, text the guys, whatever. It's a very great tool to have. It's just, you never leave work now.
It's a double-edged sword,
Yeah.
Well, you got to have the phone for so much, but then I think it's taken away, a lot of things. The young kids are so reliant on. When Mr. Schubert was involved with Little League, you had the numbers were great. That's just when I was getting into Little League as he was getting out.
Yeah, he was president.
Yeah, and the numbers were huge. And then, I was president probably for the last 4 years, not the last couple because of COVID and Garrett not being there, but we had a couple of times where a couple coach pitch games, kids wouldn't come out to play defense because mom and dad sent them in with their iPads. And we're watching videos in the dugout. And
I had one game at Babe Ruth. The ball was hit to my right fielder, and he wasn't moving towards it. And I looked out there, and he's sitting there texting somebody.
Oh, see. Yeah, I tell you, it's bad. And for communication skills, kids don't have them as much as we do. As far as they'll text a person sitting right next to them instead of just communicating with them.
Oh yeah. I mean, they have no problem texting or anything to people.
Right.
But to go face to face with them, I mean, just the presentation and just the awkwardness of them talking. Sometimes it's just not there.
Right.
And I think, as Little Leagues, I think they're doing their final signups maybe tonight or online tonight.
I don't even know how the numbers are.
I talked to Travis the other day, which Travis Dirty took over as president this year. We're down, I say we because I feel like I'm still involved.
You are.
As probably as much as you feel you are.
Yes.
We used to have 280 to 300 kids, and that was including everybody. I think the other day he told me they are at 140.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's why you're having trouble getting board members, because there's no
36 Guernsey.
parents
I'll
involved.
be
Right,
35.
right.
You can go ahead and close this call out. I'll be around 25.
And it's hard to build a board, and and I appreciate all those things those guys have done and still do, but some people just want to there was many times after practice I'm waiting 45 minutes for somebody to come pick your kid up.
I know.
Sometimes it's you almost feel like a babysitter.
Yep. And
some of those kids need some activity, some sports that keep them straight. And
yes, and that's huge. So Aaron Quinn, athletic director for Cambridge, contacted me, and matter of fact, you two should be on this also, talking about how we can get kids involved again, not only at Cambridge but Meadowbrook, Buckeye Trail, all the schools.
Yeah.
And it boils down to transportation. The kids can't get to things.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of times it's because the parents or lack of.
Yeah.
And or I'll give it to this, money too. I mean, it's hard to come up with that, especially now with the gas money.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do, but kids don't have a way to get, especially since the high school's clear out where it's at now. And in of course, Buckeye Trail and Meadowbrook, there's no walking to.
Right. And that's kind of when when the wife and I started looking for our first house and things, and we wanted to be in Cambridge, and the spot we found, I was like, we're walking distance to the park, and I said, we don't have kids now, but eventually, want to, and I grew up right there, and you jumped on your bike, you took off, you got to the park, you shot hoops,
Exactly.
Both the girls, they kind of did that a little bit, but they weren't really, one played soccer, one did volleyball. But Garrett, he'll get up. I was coming through the park the other day, and he's heading out with his basketball. He was shooting hoops, and he'll meet some friends there. Next thing you're up on the Bay League field, throwing.
Yep.
But that's what it's all about: getting out and
doing stuff.
Yeah, getting away from the electronics and.
Yeah. I mean, with the courts and stuff like that, the basketball courts. We used to have the old court and the new court.
Yep.
I mean, you had to wait. An hour to get a team to play.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been seeing a lot of kids out there already this year, which is kind of exciting because you just haven't seen it for a while.
Right. Yeah, I love to see the kids playing sports. Even though you might not be the best at it, go out and try. It's the work ethic that you learn. It's the teamwork that you learn.
Yeah.
Sportsmanship. And if you're not that good, it doesn't matter. Get out there and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where you get better, is at the courts.
Yeah.
The extra time in the gym you put in.
Good.
John Henry Union 3522, John Henry Union 3522.
Seems like Mr.
Bridge of the McCord, hatchback, silver in color, plates are valid. He is suspended age 28.
Yep. Stop on that, be South 12th and Murray Avenue.
Mr. Quinn's getting that basketball program, from the youth up. He's, trying to build that back up to, what it once was like when you played.
Yeah.
Several years. And
I told Aaron, I said, Aaron, you guys, you have to somehow come up with transportation for these kids.
Yeah.
And if anything, I know you can't have all the practices right after school, but they're already at the school.
Right.
I mean,
right. Yeah. I helped ref some games for the youth and stuff, and it seems the numbers are starting to grow a little bit in the last couple of years. They were really nice this year. We didn't have the greatest of seasons, but you saw development, throughout the season. And so hopefully Coach Bertussit keeps on them a little bit. I mean, the game of the sectional against Meadowbrook, we gave them a run for the money.
Yeah, I tell you, Meadowbrook had a good team this year, didn't they?
Oh, they did. They did.
Man, and I went to that last game there at the
down OU?
OU, yeah.
Okay. I watched last night.
My cousin's boy, Webster, plays on
Okay.
Meadowbrook, and then actually his brother works for me now.
Okay.
Robert Frank.
What a game.
When they got down 12, I like.
Oh, I know. I was like, oh my
I was like, all right, this is kind of,
Yeah.
This hopefully. It almost felt like it had that from watching it.
I was like, oh man, this is it. It's done. Boys came back playing hard defense, and that was a big team they went against.
Oh yeah, there's some big boys.
And I tell you right now, that Singleton boy, he's the real deal.
Those are far and few in between.
I played against his dad.
Yeah, absolutely you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Damon.
How'd that game at the fairgrounds in Columbus go?
Oh, that was, if you ask him, I mean, it was, all of Guernsey County was there.
Absolutely, I was right there.
Half orange and half blue and white, and half orange and white. That was something else.
I do remember blue coming out on top there by about 30.
Yeah.
All right, just make sure you remember that as I did.
But they had a great, it's a shame we had to meet each other that year.
Yeah, the same year have two teams like that. Yeah,
their team was awesome too. But
it just, you know.
Well, somebody had to win.
Yeah.
Hey, we both made it to the regionals, finals.
Right.
So they got the runner-up.
Yeah. You always like to see Guernsey County, you know, just from Cambridge, but you know, like to see the county, you know, represent to everybody.
Yes.
Well, you know, you get on the court together, you know, it turns into a rival. And
yep. And then when you get off the court, shoot, you see that more now than you ever do. That these kids, especially if travel ball.
Guernsey, what's the suspension for?
You have kids from Meadowbrook, Trail, all around playing together.
Oh yeah. The team that I coach.
For which one?
It's based out of Indian Valley, but you know, I had Dover, Philly, John Glenn, Meadowbrook, Cambridge, Ridgewood, and one other. I had 11 kids, and we had 7 different school districts.
Wow.
But you can ask Garrett about the friendships he's made.
Yeah.
You know, he's got kids that play basketball for Steubenville on their 8th grade team that, you know, they Snapchat and another way to communicate, but yeah.
Make good friends, you know, and when you do meet each other on the court, you're still friends, but you're right. The competition's there.
Right. You're competitive for 4 quarters.
Yep. And then after that, you're buddies again.
Yeah. I mean, one of his good friends he plays AAU with, he's on his travel basketball, but he goes to John Glenn.
Yeah.
I mean, you go nose to nose, and you know, you play hard for those 4 quarters, but then you know your buddies right after that. And yeah, but us growing up, we had, you know, Legion baseball, and that's where, you know, good friends, you know, Tut Turner, Chris Clarkson. You get a couple.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's the only place you really had, you know, intermixing of school districts. Now it's all the time.
Right. See if we can get caught up with this car up here. Had no plate or no, had one headlight out. See what's going on.
Gotta have 2 of them.
Yeah. He might have went through he might have went through the stop light already. And people think, well, why are you picking on him? Well, I'm not going to do anything to him. I mean, I'm just going to warn him. But you know what? If he's driving without a license or anything like that, and this is what you find.
Right. As for his own safety, also having one headlights. Which car is it here?
I think he ran through already went through.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty exciting now.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
327.
We're good.
Clear.
Not that one.
Got cars everywhere.
Nope, not that one.
I think he's up there. Probably won't catch him. Hard to get around real quick, especially with this big thing.
Well, then, you know, the mayor's got every road torn up around here.
You happen to know the mayor, don't you?
Yeah. I was trying to get to the armory the other day for a meeting that I knew he was going to be at, and I was running late. It was no cause of the roads or anything, but I walked in. I said, "Mayor, I apologize, I'm late, but I couldn't get around your town here." I just spent 20 minutes trying to get from 209 to the armory.
Right.
He laughs it off, and
You know, though, when it's done, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. It was just that change, and everybody gets wound up.
Yeah. And it's taken a while.
Oh, look how nice Clark Street is, and
Right.
Steubenville's going to be nice in
Right.
15, 20 years when it's done. But
Hopefully this year.
The male's father's going to come pick them up. Record was added on 3-4 in the morning.
Sometimes when I come off the interstate, I don't know which way to get home.
Right. Don't know which way to go.
It might be this vehicle.
Yep. Just checking it out. It is.
Yep.
Alright, how soon do they need me down there? Are they ready now?
Ready to go.
One Guernsey 607 break.
Go ahead.
John Mary Robert 9716. John Mary Robert 9716.
$1981 GMC truck, green in color. Plates are current. Status is valid, age 64.
Oh, that's not a truck.
I'm not a real big car guy, but no.
Yeah, I'll wait till we get out of this double lane here. Okay, Guernsey, that's coming back on car. I'm going to have a traffic stop here directly.
You're clear.
Well, I think you advised John Mary Robert 9716.
Tougher.
I got it back on a 2003 Chevy beige in color.
Nah, it's more like it.
A from Unit 1, I hit 9715.
Okay, he has a headlight out. I'm going to make a stop on him just to advise him of it.
Clear 1907.
See? Mistakes happen.
No, absolutely. Everybody makes them.
Yep.
Everybody gets a few.
Yeah.
You recover and go on.
Right?
Might be his lucky night. Yeah.
So what I'm doing here, I'm just waiting for the traffic to settle down a little bit. One Guernsey.
Okay.
Traffic stop. 209 at Country Club.
1908.
Very nice. Your hat just comes through the back.
Yeah,
It's
isn't
a
that nice?
feature, yeah.
It's just like, it's automatic.
Was that
Comes right
standard
up.
with the vehicle?
That's standard issued with the
Wow.
with the Steve in the back. Okay, so I'm gonna go out and check this guy's license real quick.
Alrighty.
It's panic mode, even I panic.
Oh. He's been out for a while. He's got sunglasses on his head.
Guernsey 1, check up.
He's good.
Clear.
1 Guernsey DS.
Go ahead.
Nine 3250.
Connected. Advise H41 status is bound.
That was his father's vehicle, and during a snowstorm got knocked out somehow because he hit it on something, but he's going to get her fixed and he's on his way.
He's a cussing?
No, he appreciated it.
When he gets home to his daddy will be.
Oh yeah, tell his dad about it. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, no, how to get that fixed. Yeah.
One Guernsey.
Go ahead.
Going to be 33 at the warning for the headlight. They're going to get it fixed. Don't worry about that.
Oh, is the other mic, wasn't it? I knew it. There we go. In case we got to yell at somebody outside there.
All right. I'll tell you why this thing just,
We'll
just hang it right here.
Go through McDonald's, we can place the order without rolling the window down.
You got that right.
He's got all the tools back there.
So, you know, that's what we do. We do just check things out. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Oh, absolutely. Needs to get that fixed for his safety and others.
Yes. Yes. And believe it or not, the small stops like that, you know, plate lights and stuff like that can turn into something huge. You'll have your plate, you know,
Right.
license plate light on or whatnot.
And that's why when you get your oil changed, they check your lights and your blinkers.
Yes. Exactly.
Just had that done the other day.
Song right there. What's that song?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, it was Name That Tune.
Oh, you give me.
Okay, that's all you get.
Oh no, you have to give us at least 5 seconds.
That was
I can't give you the chorus.
no, but I know what it is.
What was it off of? What movie?
I'm not a big movie watcher.
Okay.
Lunatic Fringe.
Yes, you got it.
It took me a second.
You need to get on Matt Haynes' show. He had a Name That Tune. It was the movie is Vision Quest.
Okay.
It's about a wrestler.
Okay.
I should have known that.
Yeah, you should have, Steve.
That's one thing. I don't have a lot of patience to sit still.
That's a classic movie, though. I mean, if you guys haven't watched it, watch it.
Oh yeah, I wrestled in high school and in junior high, so that came out about
80s?
I was gonna say that'd be what, late 80s,
I think-
mid 80s.
Was
it came out
Madonna?
before I finished high school because I graduated in '84.
Yeah, so early 80s, right?
Yeah.
I think Madonna was in that one. Maybe not. Could be wrong.
Yeah. I can do a little Name That Tune.
We used to play that all the time, Name That Tune.
There's one guy in this town that's undefeated. I don't think can be beat by anybody. I don't care what year, what genre.
Really? Who's that?
Mr. Feldner.
JP?
JP.
Oh,
Is that
And
right?
I guarantee you a close second would be his daughter.
Really?
They're unreal. I mean,
See, that's all we had to do back in the 80s was listen to music.
well, you know, he was Mr. Centrum, you know, Mr.
Oh,
Radio.
that's right.
He is a music man.
So if I were, you know, because didn't they have a name that tune kind of thing at the?
You talking about JP or his dad?
JP.
Huh.
JP is unreal.
Huh.
We
Shout out to JP.
yeah.
I don't believe it.
Oh, game on.
We have to do a game then, Steve.
We've sat around my fire pit in the backyard during the summer.
Yeah.
And I've got speakers out back, and I'd hook them into my phone, and I would just go through, you know, whatever music source it was, and any genre, and I'd play like, it could be a second of a song, and he'll name it.
Is that
Name,
right?
Song and artist.
Wow.
It don't matter if it's 60s, 70s, country, 90s. Yeah, it's something you got to see.
Yeah, it's something definitely I got to see, because see, Matt Haynes had me on. He had a bracket of for Valentine's Day, and I was in Name That Tune. It's actually like ballads and stuff like that. And I won. Actually, I won against Aaron Quinn, and we drew each other to go against each other. And he beat me, unfortunately. I was really good at naming a song. I just can't get the artist a lot of times.
Yeah.
Your secretary Beth is very good.
Yeah, Beth is really good.
Yeah, there are some things that I've never even heard of the groups that JP would come up with.
I know. And JP's that good, huh?
He is. It's
Well, Steve, I think the challenge is laid down.
But I'm not challenging it. I just don't believe it.
I'll put Beth against him.
I can do 70s and 80s.
I can do 70s and 80s and some 90s.
So I'll recognize the song right away, but I'll panic.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll sing the whole thing. Uh-huh. You know, I can handle the 80s. A little classic rock, but it's the hair bands. It's kind of where, you know.
I love them.
To this day, that's, you know, Hair Nation's what I listen to on the radio.
Me too. Yeah.
So I can get you all those, but you know, when 60s songs come on, my dad's pretty good at it too.
Yeah.
But he's a 60s kind of guy.
Yeah, he is.
If it gets in the 70s a little bit, 80s, he's out of his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And that's where JP destroys him, because JP can hang with him in the 60s and 70s.
Can he really?
Oh, it's
amazing.
It's amazing.
Damn.
And you just
maybe
get
we
to
just call a friend.
Yeah, you get to some obscure 80s music that you're like, I don't know if I've ever heard that song.
Right.
I guarantee he gets it. If not, his daughter will. And then it's hard to watch a movie with him because he recites all the lines.
Oh, he knows that.
Well, it's Sunday. We went over to his house and big projector. We watched Christmas Vacation out in the cold. I mean, I've had warmer nights, but you know, hot chocolate and
Yeah.
3 gloves and 4 jackets and and sitting by his oldest boy who recited every line to me. Like, man, these guys are all crazy.
He must watch them over and over and over.
You gotta like Clark.
Here's one of those construction areas.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thanks, Mayor. The speed bumps slowing down.
Yeah, no traffic violations coming through here.
No. Great pizza place back there, though.
Absolutely.
Galaxy.
Absolutely.
There's a blue heeler dog that runs around this area.
Yes, that we've been trying to catch.
Oh, yeah?
It's not aggressive, I don't.
No, at least we haven't.
Boy, he can juke and jive, and you just can't get him.
Have you guys seen the fox at the park? Oh, we got a fox at the park. It's a good sized dog.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's it eating? Ducks?
Not my dog yet, or ducks, I don't know. I'll have to check with Marty and see what our duck count is. The wife walks the dog a few times, and you know, sometimes it's early. Share that with us there, bud. She walks it pretty early, and it's like, you know, she'll come down past Donkoff's field and is actually running side by side, you know, with the fox. And that seems to cut down Edgeworth Avenue around the ball fields.
What's it, kind of domesticated? Obviously, you can't go up and pet it, but
no, but it doesn't get real close. But I mean, it's the it comes around a lot. I've actually personally maybe seen it once, and when the pond was frozen, you saw a lot of tracks across the ice.
oh,
But we came home from a basketball practice or a game. We had 2 cars out there. I came down, you know, around the swimming pool. 4 deer standing out in front of the pool, nibbling on some grass. I go, wow, you don't see that very often.
No.
She goes down 8th Street and comes down Sherman Avenue. We get to the house. I said, you'll never believe what I saw. Well, she goes, what's that? I said, 4 deer in front of the swimming pool. Never seen anything like it. And she goes, well, there's a fox over here. I was like, what's going on?
Must have been pretty daggone hungry to be out there like that, you know? So we're gonna go just do a run by the dog shelter. Looks like Boswell might have dropped a dog off.
Maybe it was a blue heeler. You guys couldn't catch it.
Right? Howdy.
How's it going?
Good. Drop one off, did you?
Yeah, they abandoned house where 3 got left and
Oh no.
could only wrangle 2 of them earlier.
Okay.
I managed the corner. It was a real small. It's like a miniature dachshund mix. type
Oh,
thing,
okay.
So it could slip under anything.
Yeah, no doubt.
Finally cornered it on a porch. So
Well, thanks for getting it, man.
yeah, no doubt. I know it's supposed to be real shitty tonight.
Yeah.
I couldn't
No.
leave them out there.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Take care. Be careful.
Thank you.
I know it's such a high traveled road. We got a little line behind us.
Yeah, we do. So Bennett Avenue. That's where we're at.
I spent a lot of summers back here
Did you?
working for the Guernsey County Highway Department.
Oh yeah. That's where they're at.
Yeah.
And, I didn't know if you knew this, but I run the dog shelter. Actually, Corporal Carla Kearns runs the dog shelter. Just my name on it.
Who let the dogs out?
I don't know who did. Who? So let's go ahead and check on this little puppy that you just dropped off.
All right. Little county garage.
And Carla's selling these signs here to help support the dog shelter. They're 20 bucks. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Is this the owner?
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Just checking on this dog. Might as well just dropped off.
Aaron, you can let me out.
Let you out? Just unlock it?
No, you gotta get out.
Oh.
I'm in the prison.
Oh. It's not my type of vehicle.
Or about that, like
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they can't find that dog. You know Tommy LaHood.
Yeah, yeah.
We went out and run. I said, we'll run by here and see if he's in the cage.
Well, they just brought a little dachshund that was in an abandoned house. I don't know. I love it.
Have good seeing you.
Good seeing you. Hey, Bob.
We'll bring you up to the bleach.
Hey, be careful, okay?
Okay.
Bye, honey. Bye.
See you, buddy.
See ya. Well, did you meet the dog?
Yeah, we had a full out conversation.
And vicious?
No.
No.
Got some sad puppy eyes.
We are now. We're now on 70. Heading toward vehicles pulling over left.
I'm gonna probably call Carla on that, Deputy Kearns, because I don't want it to be out in that cold. It's supposed to get down real cold, even though it has a good blanket in there and stuff like that. But
Looks like we're starting to get a little shiver.
yeah, maybe we'll call her.
Sad eyes.
Get it inside the heated area.
Yep. I need to get back home before I took it.
Oh,
Back
I
in the car before I
know.
took it home.
So I was just telling him.
She's off today, so
Was she off? Okay.
but she'll know.
Yeah. Yep. So I was just telling him.
1636, what's your location?
What's going on here real quick?
So he wants.
I'm in booking right now.
The car was completely blacked out.
We're at on 70. Do you know?
17 Bridge, 08 Dodge truck, black and color, plates are valid.
Was that who has to stop, Steve?
16.
Okay.
Gunner.
Thought they say 40, exit 44.
Is that what it is?
My memory's not good.
That's gonna be north and south.
Hey, I'm with the sheriff, and can you hear me? I'm with the sheriff, and I wanted to call you and let you know that someone brought in a dog to the shelter. It's a little dog, and it's going to get coordinated.
We did discuss while you're out there that I think you know everybody around.
I know everybody
I
around.
mean, we can go down a dark alley and someone pulls up, you know them.
Well, I tell you what, I've been fortunate to meet a lot of great people in my time. I've got 28 years doing this, so.
Okay.
And it's a lot of great people.
It's fun to watch you show up at the fair. You're almost like an attraction coming in on livestock day there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I come out with Jared. I don't know anything about buying cattle or anything. I'm kind of his, I call it his eye candy, but.
Oh, yeah, sure enough, yeah.
I'm there for the, the hoagie or whatever. And,
right.
And stand there and either in the rain, snow, or something, and you walk in, it's like a whole new attraction coming in.
Well, the thing is, and I've learned this from my mom, is you got to be approachable, and
Yep.
you treat everybody the same, no matter if it was the president of the United States or the homeless guy that's on the side of the street.
Yep.
You can't judge anyone. Everybody has a different story. But yeah, just I was fortunate to be raised like that.
Yep.
And you were too.
Yeah, there's few raised that way anymore, it seems like, but that's the way it was back in the day, and that's what I tried to raise our kids. You don't make enemies.
Nope.
30 years down the road, you're gonna run into them again. And
yep. And when I worked, I tell this story some to the new jailers. When I worked the jail, just because they're in jail, I mean, not every person's a bad person. They messed up. I've had several fights in the jail where I've had a fight with an inmate, and I had other inmates willing to help me because it's in how you treat them.
Right.
And I'd say, no, I don't need you yet, but thanks for helping. No, and I tell my guys, I said, you make the badge does not make you. And what I mean by that is, I don't want badge heavy cops or deputies working for me. Where was that at, Steve? Did you hear the mile marker or anything?
I'm going to ask dispatch.
Okay.
Well, we went through a learning moment while you were outside the vehicle, a little for myself.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Mr. Schubert was, he said, all right, can you let me out? So I just kept hitting the unlock button. And he goes, can you let me out? And I go, I kept hitting the button.
Right.
And finally he goes, there's no handle back here.
3786, John North George 3786.
He did point out, it was good we got that little lesson in, because if something does happen tonight and he needs to get out, I know how to do it now.
Yeah, no doubt, yeah.
15 Ridge on a 2003 GMC station wagon, taupe in color. Plates are current, status is valid, age 19.
He's on 70?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we did a practice run. I was able to get him out of the vehicle.
Good. Yeah, because if we have that oh crap moment,
Yeah.
Steve might be stuck in a vehicle.
Yep.
We'll get out.
And I feel bad because he would have yelled, let me out. I'd have hit the unlock button. I'd have bailed and been gone. And trying to figure out why he didn't catch up with me.
Towards OW or the other way, Steve?
They mentioned wheelings. I don't know if.
OW.
Yeah, but
He's off.
Disregard.
Okay. We'll head over to Buffalo area that way. Get some fuel. Yeah.
hope you got a credit card on you.
Well, and I told the guys, I said, we allow our cars to run in the wintertime, right? Just because you got to get out there and get going. You can't have your windows froze up or ice on them or whatnot. And I said, guess what, fellas? I don't care if your car's cold. We got to shut them down.
Yeah.
Gas prices are way too high.
I think the highest I've seen so far is 424.
And I don't see any relief in sight.
No.
You hot or anything?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Seems like I just hit the travel season too. We start this weekend with basketball. We go the next 7 weekends with basketball, then the next 7 or 8 after that with baseball.
Wow. Oh crap. We'll hit to see if that's air on the way back there.
Yeah. Last week I made 3 trips to Cleveland and 1 to Columbus.
Wow.
Just different things. One to a couple of the Cavaliers games. I mean, it was fun, but some late nights and lots of gas.
Yeah.
Almost need to get one of those Teslas.
Yeah, I'd like to know a guy that has one.
Yeah. There was a guy back there smiling before we left. Mentioned everybody's wanting to carpool with
It's a
him.
ride now.
Yeah.
They're asking me if I could drive them on their vacation.
Uh-huh.
I bet.
So I see a lot of these big trucks that pass on the interstate, and you're like, I couldn't imagine.
Well, you got to figure, and I'm guessing it's, 50 to 100 gallon tanks.
Oh.
At 5 something a gallon.
Yep. I had one of the guys I work with sent me a Snapchat today, and it was at the pump, and it was actually 29 gallons. It was reading $119, and it was still rolling.
Wow.
So I don't know if I don't think it was his motor home, but I'm assuming it was his pickup truck.
Yeah,
And he was still rolling at 119.
Gonna be a lot of carpooling.
He's leaving on vacation. Like, whoosh.
A lot of staycations.
Yeah.
People won't be going on vacation.
I've got to go. This guy needs a little beach.
Do you?
Yeah.
My skin doesn't like the sun. I burn and peel.
So did a lot of those dogs that get dropped off, are they adopted or?
Yeah, so we are not a kill shelter.
Okay.
Deputy or Corporal Kearns does a great job of, if we can't get them adopted out, she's had dogs for 2 years.
Oh, has she?
Yes, and we just won't put them down. I mean, they deserve a chance,
Yeah.
So the only time we put any dogs down is if they're too vicious or they're too injured.
Okay. I think my niece used to go there and help maybe a little bit or so. Or...
Oh yeah, we have volunteers walk the dogs. And we love that because right now we don't have any runs for them to run in events and stuff like that. Which that's on our to-do list, if you would. So we love for people to come in and walk dogs.
I don't know if
volunteer.
The dealership used to do some things with some adoption.
Yeah, they used to probably sponsor adoptions.
Yeah. It's hard to see. Especially find out there was 3 of them in there.
I know. People, you wouldn't believe what they do to dogs, animals in general. Stop here and get some fuel if you guys get some snacks, whatever you want, drinks.
I get something. I see we got a lot of mints here. I don't know if that scares me or why we have all the mints.
Well, until I offer you one, or you say, do you want a mint to me? Then I know I got some halitosis going on.
Hey, you might try one of those mints there. If there's a full moon or out tonight, or
Is it?
I don't know. Let's get some action stirred up here.
Well, when I used to work, when the full moon was out, the first call that we would go to in the county that night, it seemed like we had 10 more of that in that area.
Wow.
And I don't know what it was. I don't know if people just said, oh, there's a deputy. Haven't seen one for a while.
Let's see what we can do.
See what we can do, yeah.
Watch this.
All right.
Fred and I were talking to work today. He's gonna go home and do some things around the house, and I said, well, he's gonna take his Christmas lights down actually. I said, why don't you leave them up and maybe we'll drop by and take a look tonight. And I said, well, maybe somebody will come by and steal them. We can chase them down or so. I said,
Guernsey drivers are.
There.
Lately.
we got some snacks and it got quiet.
1949.
Yeah. Make sure this guy not stealing anything.
36 Street.
Howdy.
Go ahead.
Just checking on you.
I'm all right.
All right, man. You take care.
It's 121.
1950.
You don't know how, these trucks, man.
Uh-huh.
I do have my 19 if you need to get a hold of me.
They're clear.
Twenty-six Guernsey radio check.
Loud and clear.
Now it's going to be busy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to hear.
3 copy direct. 16 copy.
Wow, I like that.
We're talking about some lights.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Sure.
I wonder what area he's going to be working.
Texas right now.
Okay.
It's like Christmas driving around looking for lights.
Mm-hmm.
You see one house?
26 Street. Send it.
You don't,
Track 1.
you don't see any for a while.
Clear.
You got it?
3. Peter in here. Okay.
You been around Buffalo much?
I have not.
This is Buffalo.
I'm going back to the regular. Right.
Was this going to come down to the four-way?
No, this, nope.
Not far down. Not that far down.
Nope.
3 Guernsey 7.
Go ahead.
George Paul John 3931. George Paul John 3931.
The out of Cambridge, 2003 Mercedes, teal in color, plates are current. Status is valid, age 54, has an active CCW.
That's clear. That's George Paul John 3931.
Affirm.
That's clear.
I got your window down, Steve?
Huh?
Is there one?
There's a hanger stuck. Another window.
Oh, yeah, there's a hanger sticking out there.
Okay, try it now. Oh, your jacket just fell.
It's all right. Boy, it's blowing in.
East
Yep.
Cambridge, get on 70.
Okay.
Guernsey, signal 7.
Good.
John Adam X-ray 3423. John Adam X-ray 3423.
Cambridge on a 2001 Saturn, maroon in color, plates are current, status is valid, age 67.
Can you put my window over here?
I'm sorry?
Clear.
Can you put this window over?
Yes, sir.
He can't do anything back here, can he?
No, we can't.
So I'm pulling somebody over and they have their CCW.
Yep.
Are you more cautious, or I mean?
Well, it's nice to know that this person might have a gun on them.
Right.
You know, and I don't know if you're more cautious. 10 times out of 10, if a person has CCW, they're going to keep their hands on the steering wheel like they've been taught.
Right. I was gonna say that's one thing I learned in class.
Yeah. And you're just going to ask them, I mean, do you have your weapon with you and do you have it on you? Yes. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You might want to notify them. It sounds like it's coming out of Mr. Lee's.
That's
I'll drive by, grab the plate off.
I'm still stuck on the dog. How many dogs do you think? Is it like a weekly number, or is it?
How many we get in?
Yeah.
It all depends.
Is it seasonal?
She kind of. She's had up to 60, 70 dogs. And then, you know, we can be as low as 10 dogs.
60 grand, just be advised, it turned off. I'm not sure if there's anybody inside or not.
That's clear.
Never mind, there it goes again.
Okay.
Check it.
Gunner's at Mr. Lee's.
Yeah.
PD will be en route that way.
Clear.
Look it up here and see what we got.
Okay.
One Guernsey, I'll be out with it. Mr. Leeds.
One, you're clear.
Down a little bit. I didn't see anything.
We might as well check the doors real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Guernsey, if you would advise Cambridge, we're going to check the doors.
You're clear.
.320 out here.
Clear.
often is he doing ride-alongs?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Right now, we might bump it to twice a month, but right now it's once a month.
Okay. What do you post it on?
So it's
Unit checkup.
the next week, next Friday after it goes.
It's 20, okay.
YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
16's good.
That's clear.
Everything on the back secure.
Sure, you're clear.
Guernsey, just be advised, it looks like it's Marathon Alarms. I don't know if you can contact them.
That's clear. Units, it sounds like Cambridge did get a hold of the employee. They closed at 7. They're attempting to get a hold of the key holder.
What are they closing for at 7 on a Friday night?
A lot of places are closing early, a lot of them don't open on Mondays.
Man, isn't that amazing?
They just really change things. Hopefully we'll get back to normal.
Yeah, it's just, everything's strange now.
Everything checked secure. Looking for the key holder.
That's what they get for closing 7. I decided.
Right. Hey, Steve, will you hand me my hat, please? I'll put my rain cap on.
Out of Cambridge, the 1999 Saturn, dark green in color, plates are current, status is valid, age 63.
That's clear. To confirm, you said Saturn.
Confirm.
Yeah, okay. Showing that on a red Chevy.
Uh-oh.
You're fine.
I have a stop on that, be north in Cochran.
Right in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They'll be clear from that alarm. PD's on scene. They're gonna wait for the key holder.
16, you're clear.
Come on, Guernsey, be out with 3.
2009.
We're going to back him up here on this traffic stop.
Okay.
It's always nice just to have another unit around.
We'll be advised. We'll just be.
Guernsey 321 checkup.
No.
I told you he knows everybody.
What?
We're okay. I got a bin for you.
Go ahead.
3 George Victor Boy Frank William Date.
She was one that always come at the concession stand and goes, Jeff said he was buying slushies today.
3, it comes back to
She got me a
Knockdown.
few times.
Hey, will you do me a favor, turn that music off?
Off?
Yeah. Thank you.
What do you have for the third letter?
I have 3 George Victor Boy.
Try Nora.
Now when you edit this and get it down, how long do you think the video is? Did you shoot for a certain length or?
Pretty much be the whole.
I have 3 George Nora Boy coming back to a Cambridge.
There'll be a lot of them.
It's going to be on a 2011 Chevy vehicle.
Sometimes I have to edit a little bit so the video will fit it on YouTube or Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be clear.
Suspect.
Oh,
How about that?
yeah, I know him.
Oh,
She wasn't attacking me.
I said she got me a few times. She come up and say,
You know Diana.
Jeff said he was buying slushies today.
Yeah. See, that's the great kids you meet and make friends with. And when you coach sports,
That's their 2014.
what happened was she has to go get her title ran through BMV. But they just got supper and going home to eat.
Wasn't Mr. Lee's.
Nope, it was, I think they said Respects.
Ooh.
That wind and rain, it's getting cold. On Guernsey traffic stop.
Go ahead.
North Avenue here by the old school. constructed plate, I can't see what it is. It looks like it's a red SUV of some sort. Suzuki. You out with it?
Clear 2022.
Hopefully this wasn't the one he just stopped. I see the plate now. Okay, I'll make sure everything's okay.
One Guernsey Signal 7, tip tag, break.
Good.
Nora 644921, Nora 644921.
And Adviseville on a 2004 Suzuki. Plates are expired as of the 7th of this month. Status is valid age 51.
Clear.
Looks like a little snow might be mixing in now, huh?
One Guernsey, I have a SSN driving status, break.
Go ahead. Comes back to Cambridge, status is valid.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Hi, Corey.
Go ahead.
Getting a little mixing, aren't we?
She's gonna be 33 at the warning.
Looks like it's starting.
She was just pulling into her driveway. She was a DD, so
I just
she's
come
gonna
out.
be out of
Everything
430.
good?
This is it.
Three Guernsey 7.
Go ahead.
Right there she lives.
John George Mary 5440.
She almost made it home.
John George Mary 5440.
What's that?
Bolton 07 Chevy 4-door maroon color plates are valid. He is valid age 54.
Clear.
So you say she was a DD?
Yeah, she was, they were going to drive, and she said, she had no one else in there. They were going to drive the car, and she goes, no. So, you got to give her props for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a story she's telling me, and she's right here. It was only expired by a couple days. Right there it is.
Yep. So when you walked up to the vehicle, you touched the vehicle?
Yeah, we do that to make sure, like, the doors are, like, if there's a trunk, you want to make sure the trunk's locked.
Okay.
In case somebody would try to come out, out at you or ambush you or whatnot. And I just touch everything like that to make sure it's locked and it's not ajar.
Okay.
And check those back seats and stuff. That way you don't go running up on a car. You take your time, check the back seat with your flashlight, make sure there's no one else in the car.
Okay.
Dangerous, one of the most dangerous things you can do is a traffic stop.
This area, possibly south side, we had a red Mercedes convertible, license plate John Mary Sam 1254, white male driver, pulled off from the Gulf Station on us. We whipped it around to watch it, ended up backing out. We don't know which direction he went. We know he didn't go out 40. The car came off of North 5th.
said a red Mercedes?
Yep, red Mercedes.
Derek, I'm in my car now. What's the plate again?
It's a red Mercedes convertible.
Drake Guernsey.
Go ahead.
I was monitoring the city's traffic, and we would advise them that that 7 that they just ran for that Mercedes, that male was supposed to have a 40 on him.
Clear.
So in our world, that's a gun.
Oh, okay.
Units advising. County Unit 3 stated that RO may have a weapon on him. Rise rate.
It's not the RO, it's gonna be a white van driver.
That's when you come just cruising through some parking lots every now and then, you might catch them. Let me know if you see it.
Eyes are open.
Another quiet night for calls.
It is.
This is
It's not a bad thing for the county.
No.
It's just not a good thing for
Aaron, yeah.
Aaron.
I'll take a quiet night. That's what you like to see.
Yeah.
Nice, peaceful night.
I'll show you a place I used to check a lot when I was working the road. Had an arson happen at this place. Had a fugitive caught up here. Believe it or not, I had prostitution going on up here. And we'll see if you can figure it out once I head that way.
Prostitution.
Had homeless. There's old houses up here that no longer exist, but the basement still exists.
Up here on the left?
Nope. You want to go to the right.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Had a marijuana grow up here. Just trying to think of everything I've had up here.
Wow. It's a hotbed right here.
Yeah.
It's a Tank's place?
Oh Lord. We're sorry, Tank.
Hey, can we just bust in on him?
Yeah, right.
I know he's laying there with no shirt on. He's just laying there.
Yeah.
Hopefully some bottoms on. But
Well, his boxers would get us. Not his boxers, I mean his dogs.
I don't know.
this is something you wouldn't want to try to go up in the winter when it's snowing. Snowing.
I have had no idea this went anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's a great view.
I'll bet. Not Tank's house.
No. It's Marietta Hill.
Wow.
All the towers, phone towers. See Cambridge over there?
Oh yeah.
So there used to be houses up and through here
Okay.
back in the day. And there's old basements that's still in the hillsides up here. And homeless or fugitives or whatever we've caught up here living in these basements.
Wow. No idea this existed.
Mm-hmm. And then there used to be a house located right here. It was an abandoned house at the time. And I ID'd some people that were in it. And when I left, I made them leave. They had no warrants or anything like that. And the house caught on fire
Oh yeah.
after everybody had left. So.
Did they figure out the cause?
Yeah, they had started the fire inside to burn it down, and I had just rolled up on them. Obviously, I didn't know there was a fire going on at the time. You couldn't see it. So after I ID'd everybody and everybody left, it finally went big flames up in the big.
That's amazing.
Uh-huh.
People down there on 209 seeing the lights up there, probably thinks it's a UFO.
Yeah, this thing's bright right there.
Guernsey, signal 7.
I got C lights on. So.
Go ahead.
Frank Paul Queen 2997. Frank Paul Queen 2997.
There's gonna be some UFO sightings called in. Told you gonna get crazy.
34 station wagon, grand color, picture
that's
correct. Status is valid, age 45.
And there used to be
Clear.
used to be a house right there. They tore it down. And then this goes back to more towers up on the hillside.
Wow.
Does this touch Georgetown?
Well, it's the backside of Georgetown. Yes. It does not touch. It dead ends up there on the hill.
Huh.
It's backside of like Georgetown Vineyards.
Uh-huh.
Now there's that lane. If we would have kept going straight when we went up there,
Uh-huh.
it'd take you down behind Taco Bell and all that. It used to be a road.
Oh yeah.
People would travel, yes, before they did all the bridge and everything. It's construction.
What Taco Bell?
Huh?
What Taco Bell?
I should say the old Taco Bell. The one they tore down.
You gonna say what is that now? O'Reilly's?
O'Reilly's, yeah. No, not O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's is a food restaurant, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it's beside O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Okay. Yeah, O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
What was I thinking? There are O'Reilly's also you can eat at.
Oh, you think O'Reilly's?
Charlie's.
Oh, Charlie's.
Yeah.
I think you had Charlie's and Rowley's mixed.
Yeah, I did. So, yes, you're right. right where they old. Remember Taco Bell used to be there? You guys aren't.
Oh yeah.
You're not that old.
No,
Or that young, I should say.
That came in when I was in high school. That was
16 Guernsey. We'll have a traffic stop on that last 7.
You're quick.
That would have been
On Wall Avenue and 5th Street.
2053.
early 90s, I think that came in.
Mm-hmm.
Go there and get a nice meal for about $3.50.
Jeez, I know. We won't say he lives here. We'll just do it real quick.
Hey, Tank, put some clothes on, buddy. I hope he's not naked in the window.
Look like
Yeah, he's probably been asleep for hours.
I know.
Lights are out.
Yeah, lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I like it.
Can you re-advise what the first number or letter was?
1 Henry, George, Charles, Mary.
Comes back, VIN not found.
Okay. Yeah, out of a certain state.
Hey, from
Try New York.
clear, stand by.
It's hard to see in it.
Oh, you're good.
I've got a 7 when ready.
Go ahead.
John George Young, 1801. John George Young, 1801.
So people might think this is overkill.
Lakewood 18 Honda 4-door blue and color plates are valid. He is valid age 62.
People might think this is overkill when you see this many cars, but you know what? The more people I can have on a traffic stop sometimes,
Right.
it's my safety.
Three, that VIN comes back on a 2006 Honda gray in color. There's no registration information though.
Safety in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, you're not getting any hits on it.
Negative.
That's clear.
Left the front door open.
And really, this is just 3 cars, you know?
Right.
We just happen to have a guy getting trained. I'll be out. Everything checked out okay.
Figuring.
Go ahead.
Be 3-5 from here. Male just purchased that vehicle. He's actually in the alley right beside his house now. I'll park it for the night until he gets his license straightened out.
That's clear. 2102.
Watching you.
Yep. Go down here and check Bob Holland's church for him.
There, old stinking Lincoln.
Yeah, that's where I went to school at.
Yeah.
K through 4, I went there, and then I went to Garfield.
Oh, did you?
6, yep. He does a nice thing for people, homeless shelter down
Oh,
here.
absolutely.
16.
Don't think you have homeless until you have a shelter and then people show up.
Yep.
A little bit of water over here on the walls. Wondering if you could come check it out for me. See how deep it is.
That's an inside joke.
Oh,
I'll be right over.
Yeah, he was chasing after someone one night, and the guy was in some high water, and he didn't realize there was a ditch in front of the guy, and he went and sunk. He didn't even see him. And then he popped up out of the water. One of my deputies, yeah. So that's why he's wanting him to check the high water for him. Needless to say, he had to go home and change clothes.
26 Guernsey, New York 7.
There's a semi with one.
Go ahead.
New York, John Paul Edward 8266. John Paul Edward 8266, New York.
70 East is where he's at.
70 East.
Comes back. Out of Shirley, New York. Registration is expired.
Old Washington, towards Old Washington.
Going to be on a 2018 Dodge Caravan gray in color.
When it expired.
December of 2021.
Okay, stand by for traffic stop on that.
Clear.
We at 186 eastbound. Off road.
Car gonna hit me.
Trying to.
Yep.
Hey, scoot over.
Slicker than what it looks, guaranteed.
Yep. I'm glad you're driving. I can't see a thing at this point.
And this is these are dangerous traffic stops, especially on interstate, because people get mesmerized by this,
Yeah.
or even the lights coming off your cruiser.
26 Guernsey OL.
Is it going to be out of Ohio or New York?
I have 2 OL.
Go ahead.
First OL, Ohio, Sam Young 153222. Sam Young 153222. Frankfurt, New York.
Go ahead.
New York 270-573-070. New York 270-573-070.
First one comes back to a Columbus, Ohio, H33, status is valid. Second one comes back out of Shirley, New York. Status is suspended.
Probably about 100 or 200 yards in front of the exit road for Washington.
Gotcha.
So yep. Oh. So you can see location on all the vehicles?
What's that?
You can see locations on all
I
the vehicles?
can see it, yeah.
when you started till now, how far is the technology?
Oh my
how far
gosh.
has it come? I know. Many moons ago,
Yes.
you couldn't tell where all the vehicles were. And
No way.
That'll be clear. Morning. Let me know.
2118.
So when I first started,
Yeah, we'll get off here.
we couldn't get any radio signal really.
Okay.
We'd have to do what's called Statue of Liberty and raise our radios up in the air and talk on the mic.
Wow.
And of course we used maps. We used CBs a lot.
Okay.
We had CBs in our cars.
He just turned left up there.
Okay. Now these guys, maps them to the call, or it's a lot more efficient because they don't have to stop alongside the road and look where on the map
Right.
to go. For their safety, it's a lot better too.
That's a, one beside us. I think they're following us.
Yeah, they are.
Starting to feel like I've done something.
Well, you just don't know it yet. I know where you're going to be spending the night, and I know what you're going to have for breakfast too.
Well, there won't be a dog sleeping on my legs. I won't sleep tonight. Kirsten's not home, so that dog sleeps in our bed.
Is that right?
Oh my goodness. She comes home on the weekends from school and he'll sleep with her. And I've had him all week.
Well, we'll make our way back to the office from Old Washington and see what happens. Well, not many calls.
I mean, that's good. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah, I had
and-
my hopes set high for some bad guys tonight, but
Yeah, there's
them down. But
there's nights, and we do have the bad guys.
they're gearing up for summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad guys don't like being cold either.
This cold weather slows things down for sure.
Yeah. Gets in the arthritis and stuff, slows them down a little bit.
Yeah. The snow. You see people's footprints in the snow, which isn't good.
On the plus side, the snow's not sticking yet.
Yeah, that's a plus
true.
side.
That's true.
Yep, no snow sticking. No level 1 yet.
Folks, stay tuned. It may be a 2 shortly. I think I just felt the wheel slide a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, Aaron, thanks for riding with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a great experience to kind of see what goes on. I mean, driving through town, you always see patrol cars and everything, and you just wonder how it all, works. And
Right.
it's the technology I've seen tonight. Inside the vehicle and inside the building is it's amazing. But
It is. Tell you, I got a lot of great people working for me.
this is one of the first times I've ever been in a car like this of any sort, front or back seat.
Well, you're going to get to see our jail now, because that's where you're going. And I think you're having cereal for breakfast.
All right, honey, I won't be home tonight. Tell Fozzie he can have my pillow. I'll see you in New Albany in the morning.
Well, good luck tomorrow in the basketball game. Hopefully the weather isn't bad. And Steve, thanks again for your commentary back there and setting all this up. And until the next episode, we'll see you again.